All right, what's up, guys, and welcome to my channel, Wildcard Sports. Today's video, we are going to go over the NBA playoff bracket here. I'm going to make my picks. We're going to compete against each other. If you guys want to compete, link is in the description. This is through ESPN, so we could see who has the better bracket. Click the link, and it's a private group. Password is Wildcard. So I'm just going to do my bracket here live on the air. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts on my bracket and my picks. So feel free to comment if you're watching this live, or just comment if you're watching this at a later time. A lot of you guys already know who my prediction to win the whole thing is, but you'll find out here at the end of this video. So let's just go right into it. I might do a couple brackets here live, but this is my main one here. So Thunder versus the play-in team, the 8th seed. Either team it will be, I think they could beat the Thunder will beat that team. So I'm not going to really look too into it. I think the Thunder will make it to the next round, the conference semis. So I got the Thunder making it right there. Moving on to the Clippers Mavericks. This is a tough one because Clippers are favored, I believe, to win the series. Let's see. Oh, no. Mavericks are actually favored to win the series. And I agree with that because I don't trust the Clippers staying healthy in this series going deep. I mean, Kawhi's been sitting out a lot the past few weeks. Sure, he's probably just resting up for playoffs, but can Kawhi stay healthy? Paul George, Harden, the whole team just needs to stay healthy. They need to be clicking like they were earlier on in the season, but the Mavericks, I think, are just too good. I think even though the Clippers have home court advantage, I don't know if that's a huge advantage for the Clippers. My heart wants the Clippers to win. I always kind of cheer for the Clippers. I want them to make it deep into the playoffs, but I think Luka will step up here and beat the Clippers here. He might carry the team on his back. So Mavericks beating the Clippers in that series. Yo, what up, JT? What's up, my man? Finally, we have a live. Good to see you. Moving on to the next one here. Timberwolves Suns. So you guys know I love the T-Wolves here, but the Timberwolves got a pretty bad matchup. They didn't want this matchup going into the playoffs, especially the first round. I think the Suns have beat them every single time this year. I think it's just like 3 games, 3-0. JT, you said you got the Clippers in 6 because Mavs don't have an answer for Kawhi or James. Ooh, okay. Well, that's if Kawhi stays healthy, like I said earlier, but we'll see. Yeah, the Timberwolves and the Suns. I think when you look at who's favored in the series, the Timberwolves are the underdog, even though they have home court advantage. So Phoenix is barely favored, minus 120 to win the whole series, but I love the T-Wolves. And they got to really take advantage of being the home court team in this series. I think they barely eke this one out. I think it goes the 7-game series here, and Timberwolves will win it. Nuggets versus New Orleans or the Lakers. I mean, pretty much any team that plays the Nuggets first round, I think they're going to lose. Some people say the Lakers have a chance of beating the Nuggets first round, but I got to go Nuggets here to win that series and go on. All right, so you guys can see the Celtics versus the number 8 play-in. Whoever it's going to be, I believe the Celtics will beat them, so Celtics take that. Cavs Magic. JT, your Cavs. I'm worried about this one because the Magic have really good defense. I think they could keep the Cavs in check. Cavs do have the home court advantage, so that will help. I think this series could go the distance and probably will go the distance. My heart, I don't know. I've been kind of cheering for the Magic this year. I like what they're all about. I've said it before in a past video. I think the Magic are like 1 or probably 2 to 3 years away from winning a championship. If they keep building upon what they have right now, I think the Magic can definitely win a championship. JT, you said you got the Cavs in 6 versus the Magic. Shooting can go through rough stretching. I think you meant to say go through rough stretches. Yeah, I don't know. The Cavs have just been really weird towards the end of this season. at times when I think they should win the game, they just end up losing. But I think they will lean on the home court advantage here and barely eke out a series win. I think, let me look who's favored in this series. Oh, Cavaliers are favored minus 185, so they're pretty heavily favored in this one. I'll go with that one. I'll go with Cavs. If I filled out another bracket, though, I might choose the Magic. Might. They got to get one in Cleveland, but we'll see. Let's see. You think the Cavs got more size? Yeah, Jared Allen in there. That's for sure. We'll see if Banchero can step up here, carry the Magic. But I got Cavs going there. But then they got to play Celtics next round, so that's going to be very tough. Bucks Pacers. Bucks have had a very weird year, to say the least. I mean, Doc Rivers is not the answer. Dame coming in, and I don't know, the chemistry's not fully there with the Bucks. I think they wake up, though, once playoffs start. I think Giannis steps up big time. Dame time. Let's see what he can do in the playoffs here. Don't see them losing against the Pacers here. We'll take the Bucks. But if they do lose against the Pacers, I think Doc Rivers has to go right away. Obviously, you're not going to get rid of Giannis or Dame, but there's got to be changes made in Milwaukee. Moving on to the Knicks versus the 7th seed, so that could be Philly or Miami. A lot of you guys know I picked Miami to make it pretty far, to maybe even win the finals, but I don't have them winning it, but they have a very strong chance at winning it. If Knicks play Philadelphia, it's going to be tough. They play Miami. It's going to be tough. Miami has a good defense. The Knicks just have so much momentum. They did lose Randall, so that's a big loss. Brunson could carry this team. Hart could help carry the team to the next round. My heart is telling me Miami, because hopefully they win the play-in and make it here. So if Miami's in there, I think they have a really strong chance at beating the Knicks. If Philadelphia's in there, I think they have a strong chance, but who knows? For the sake of this bracket, I'm going to make a risk here. I'm going to choose the Philly-Miami. I'm just going to assume it's Miami. We will have a better, I'll probably make another video of the set bracket here once we figure that out after Wednesday. All right, well, let's just move back onto the West. And we got the Thunder versus the Magic. Thunder versus the Mavs. Be a fun matchup. SGA versus Doncic. So I have the Thunder going pretty far here. I'm just going to I've predicted this before. I think the Thunder beat the Mavs, make it to the conference finals. And then when we go to the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, this is probably the best series of maybe the whole NBA playoffs leading up to the conference finals. It's going to be a battle. Nuggets at home, though, playing the Timberwolves. I love Anthony Edwards. I love the Timberwolves. Sake is my prediction. I'm going Timberwolves to upset the Nuggets, because Nuggets are going to be favored for sure in that series, but I'm taking the upset. Timberwolves going to beat the Nuggets. Moving on to the Celtics-Cavs. I've said it before. Do not see the Cavs beating the Celtics. Celtics are just too good of a team, too great of an offense. They don't have the best defense. So that's the only downfall of the Celtics. They let opponents shoot a lot. They let opponents score a lot. Will their defense be better here in the playoffs? We'll see. But I just don't see the Cavs upsetting the Celtics here. Celtics moving on. Bucks, Philadelphia or Miami. We don't know. I'm assuming Bucks are going to choke here at some point. I just don't see them turning things on here and making it to the finals. I'm assuming it's Miami. So in my case here, Miami versus the Celtics again. And I do think Miami is going to beat the Celtics and make it to the finals here. And I'm going to make some other brackets where Celtics make the finals, but let's just have Miami here. And then the conference semis game of the playoffs I said was Timberwolves Nuggets, but this one right here, I think it's the game of the whole NBA playoffs, including the finals. Thunder versus the Timberwolves. If we get this matchup, it's going to be so fun to watch. Good young, great young players fighting it out, battling it out just to make it to the NBA finals. First time for both these teams. First time for the Thunder in OKC. I've said it in past videos, I think whoever wins this series, the Thunder and the T-Wolves, will win the NBA Finals. I think they will be the finals winner, whoever wins this series. I'm going to stick with my original prediction, and I'm going to go Timberwolves versus the Miami Heat in the finals. Yes, I know a lot of you guys think I'm crazy that I have this matchup. You know, the obvious one would be like, oh, why don't you have Celtics Thunder or Celtics Nuggets in the finals? But no, this is my prediction. I'm sticking to it. Then we got to say, how many points will the finals MVP score in the 2024 playoffs? So if Anthony Edwards is the MVP, oh yeah, by the way, I'm picking the Timberwolves to win the whole thing. If Anthony Edwards is the MVP, probably going to get like 25 a game. So like 25, 50, 75. It's about like 100. Let's just go 115. Because I'm sure he'll have bigger games than that. So we'll say they score at 115. So that's bracket number 1. I don't want to do that. But, okay, submit bracket. I don't know how you submit it. It says click submit bracket. I can't click it. Where do I click? Am I just not seeing it? Well, maybe we can't fully submit it because we got to wait and see who the play-in teams. But these are my brackets, or my bracket. I got the Timberwolves winning it all. We'll hopefully see a Thunder versus the Timberwolves matchup here in the playoffs. And also, I hope we see a on the East, we're probably going to see, it'd be great to see a Celtics-Knicks conference final. That's definitely an option. I would love to see that. I mean, Boston versus New York can't get any better than that in the East. But we could see a Celtics-Bucks. I doubt it, though. I think Bucks will crumble before then. Anyone else just tuning in, feel free to say what's up in the chat and also put your predictions. Who do you have winning it all? We got a couple votes in here. Someone is saying the Thunder will win it all. And someone else is voting on other. But these two play-in games coming up. I'm a Sacramento Kings fan. Obviously, I want my Kings to make it to the next round and make it through the play-in game. But even if we win these next couple of games, make it to the actual NBA playoffs, I don't see us beating, the Thunder in a 7-game series. We could beat the Thunder, but I don't know about in a 7-game series. Same with the Nuggets. We could beat the Nuggets, but not in a 7-game series. So even if my Kings make it to the first round of the playoffs, I don't see them making it out to the conference semis. I would love to see it, but I just don't believe I'll see it. And then when it comes to the Lakers, Pelicans, I'm a Laker hater, so I'll be cheering for the Pelicans. But if the Kings have to play the Pelicans, so say Pelicans lose and then we win, Kings win, we can never beat the Pelicans. We have not beat the Pelicans this year at all. They destroy us every time. It's a matchup nightmare for the Kings. So hopefully we don't face them. It would be great to see the Lakers lose and we could play and the Kings beat the Warriors and then we beat the Lakers because we could easily beat the Lakers. But we'll see. Kings or the Warriors are favored by 3 against the Kings right now. And I don't trust it because Warriors have beaten us on the road. So the Warriors have beaten the Kings at our home. Steph Curry's going to step up. Klay Thompson's going to step up. It's do or die. Draymond's going to step up. It's do or die. I mean, it's hard to bet against Steph Curry in this spot. Obviously, I want my Kings to win, but man, this play-in game tomorrow night, it is going to feel like it literally is do or die, obviously, but it's going to feel like a Game 7, conference semis matchup. It's going to be pretty fun to watch. Same with Lakers-Pelicans. It's going to be a fun one to watch. I actually can't wait for these play-in games. Heat-Sixers is going to be fun. Sixers are favored by 5. Bulls-Hawks, not really looking forward to that one. Let's see. Yeah, Bulls-Hawks. Bulls are favored by 3.5. I don't really care who wins that one. It'd be cool to see the Hawks in the playoffs, but they're not going to make it very far. So we'll see. But I do think the Heat could surprise a lot of people again, like they did last year. But yeah, that's my bracket. I'm going to fill out more brackets. What's up, Sam, in the chat? You're a Kings fan too? Kings have been consistently inconsistent and stringing multiple wins together, so I agree with the Kings advancing in a 7-game playoff series. Yeah, I'm a Kings fan, and I do not trust my Kings at all. We lost to Detroit at home. We were at home, and we lost to Detroit. So winnable games, we just cannot win. We don't step up in clutch situations. Last year we did. Last year the Kings always stepped up when they needed to. But this year we have digressed, and I don't like it. Hopefully we rise to the occasion here against the Warriors. I think we will put up a good battle. But man, it just sucks that we have to go against Steph Curry and the Warriors play in first round. Yeah, we lost to the Wizards. There are some other games that we should have won. I mean, there was a few home games towards the stretch that we just lost, and we were at home. We couldn't take advantage. I think, we lost to the Suns the other night. We were winning the whole game and lost. So Kings have been very frustrating this year, to say the least. Appreciate the like on the video. Thank you for that. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm sure most of my subscribers are jumping in here. But I'm making this video short and sweet. If I had to fill out another bracket, which I will, I can't do it here now because I can't submit it. So when I submit this, I'm going to submit another bracket. If I don't have the Timberwolves going all the way, I'm going to have the Thunder going all the way to the finals. And I'd probably have a Thunder versus Celtics final. I could see that happening. I've already put a bet down on 4 teams. And if any of those 4 teams make it, I will profit. But those 4 teams are the Thunder to win the championship. I have the T-Wolves to win the championship, Celtics, and Heat. So I'm on 4 teams right now. Any way you look at it, I'll profit. If Celtics win the whole thing, I won't profit as much. I'll get my money back and a little more. But if Heat win the whole thing, I'll make a good amount of money. Same with Timberwolves and same with Thunder. So hopefully one of those teams make it. But, it's hard to go against the Celtics right now. It really is. But when you look at historical data and everything, I kind of see the Celtics choking in this spot. I mean, one year the Bucks, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, Bucks were in first place all season long, dominated, and they fell apart in the playoffs and lost. So we'll see. It'll be sweet to eliminate Golden State and drain the lake out of the playoffs, but no future king-size playoff advancement than that. Yeah, it would be nice because we got to get our revenge on the Warriors, man. They knocked us out of the playoffs last year. We had a Game 7 at our home. We lost. I mean, we're home again tomorrow. Come on. This is our redemption. This is our second chance, so we got to beat the Warriors. And that would kind of get us over the hump in some ways. Sure, we got to win another game to actually get in the playoffs. So that's tough. And then we would have to play the Thunder. So that sucks. But I actually have more confidence playing the Thunder in a 7-game series than I do, playing the Warriors in a 7-game series, or obviously, the Nuggets there in a 7-game series. So I don't know, man. It's going to be really interesting. You like my Miami Heat prediction? Appreciate that. Yeah, I do think the Heat will surprise a lot of people again. I like them. I love their coach. Spoelstra is great. Uh, I mean, Jimmy Buckets, man, you just can't underestimate him. He turns it up to another level when the playoffs start. So I do think Miami makes it pretty far. And like I said before, I would love to see a Celtics Knicks conference final. That would be awesome just to watch as a fan. In that case, I would want, I don't know, Celtics maybe to make it to the finals over the Knicks. I don't know. I wouldn't care if the Knicks make it, but it'll be a fun one to watch. Yeah, at least we own the Lakers this year. That was a great thing. We pissed Laker fans off this year. They did not like the Kings. They are extremely scared to play the Kings if we have to face them in a play-in game. So I guess if the Kings win and the Lakers lose, I guess we would play the Lakers at in LA, something like that. So it just sucks being the 9-10 seed because you have to play 2 games to get into the final or get into the playoffs. Kind of sucks. And it's 2, different teams, so we're going to be exhausted. Whoever makes it out of the 9-10 bracket, they're just going to be exhausted going into the playoffs. But it's not a good excuse because Miami did it last year. They were a play-in team, and they made it all the way to the finals. So we'll see. It should be very interesting. Yeah, I'm going to end the video here pretty soon. I just want to make it short and sweet, show my bracket, talk to you guys. Appreciate you, Sam, tuning in. Appreciate Jacob tuning in and whoever else was tuning in the meantime. Yeah, Timberwolves winning it all. That's my pick. That's my upset pick. A lot of people, I think right now, the Timberwolves. So right now, the Celtics are favored to win the championship. They're favored. In second place is the Nuggets. Third place, the Clippers, which I was very surprised about that. Third place, Clippers. And then we got the Thunder, Bucks, Mavericks. Then we got Minnesota in the 7th spot. They think they don't believe in Minnesota winning it at all. And then we got Miami Heat way down there in like the 10th spot. No, the 11th spot. Sorry. So they don't believe in Miami at all. Sam, you're thinking the Heat versus the Mavs in the finals. That is a hot take. I would not expect that at all, but I like it. Yeah, so the Mavericks would have to go through. So they definitely could beat the Clippers. Mavericks beating the Thunder. I mean, it's definitely doable, and they could definitely beat the Timberwolves. I just think if the Mavericks face the Nuggets in a 7-game series, I think Nuggets could take that. I don't know. It's going to be a tough road for whoever it is. But the toughest road, honestly, is the Timberwolves. I have them winning it all, but if they could get through the Suns, because they've had trouble against the Suns this year, if they could get through them, Nuggets aren't going to be any easier, that's for sure. But, man, they are going to be battle-tested by the time they get to the Thunder. And if they beat the Thunder, man, oh, man, they are going to be hurting, stumbling into the finals, the Timberwolves. I think the Thunder kind of have an easier route to the finals. When you go to the East, Celtics have a very easy route, I would say. They could beat, the 8th play-in. They could beat the Cavs. If they face Miami, though, again, like I said before, I got Miami winning it. Celtics have a pretty easy route. And then I'd say the Knicks. I don't know. And don't be surprised, guys, if we see a Pacers upset. Pacers could upset the Bucks. It could happen. It really could happen. Curious how much the Bucks. Oh yeah, Bucks are only favored by 1.5 in that first game against the Pacers. So Pacers could definitely upset them. I think if you look at the playoff series, the Bucks are barely favored to win the whole series. So that's another thing. If I filled out a third bracket, I'd probably have the Pacers upsetting the Bucks first round. So that's another thing to look at. Yeah, it's a fun season, lots of good teams, and I think it's going to be a fun playoffs. It's going to be a playoffs we're not expecting. That's what I'm really thinking. Everyone's expecting Celtics, Nuggets, I would say, in the finals. That's like the public is wanting that, or is, predicting that, but it's going to be something we're not used to seeing. And I think it's going to be Thunder or the Timberwolves winning it all. But yeah, that's my picks, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for hanging out in the chat, guys. Really appreciate it. I do lives here and there, but I try to make more videos just to pump out so you guys can enjoy and view. So enjoy the NBA playoffs. I'll be making more videos as the playoffs go on. Enjoy the playoffs. Enjoy the play-ins tomorrow. I can't wait. Go Kings. Got to beat the Warriors tomorrow. Really can't wait for that. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.